from BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, look at it. He's going to score. He's got the ball.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, welcome into the Top of the Bleachers. And what you mean? Yeah, I guess. You know, you in a bad mood?
No, but I knew that when we started the show, we were going to have to talk about that awful performance last night. And I didn't. I've already had a tough day, so.
Didn't hurt us none anyway.
It hurt me. It hurt me because all you got to do is hit your free throws and you win the ball game. That's all you got to do is hit your free throws and you beat number one. That's all you had to do. Hit your free throws.
Go more than 3 for 19 from 3.
You didn't even
not make baskets for the other team. That'd be good too.
You didn't have to do a damn thing different in that ball game except hit your free throws and you win it. But
what was the final score? What was the final score?
I don't know.
I think we missed 7. We were tied. We went to overtime. If we'd have made all of them. They didn't miss a lot of them, though. I think they only went 7 for 14. I don't remember.
Well, the refs didn't call that many of them. I mean, they just beat the crap out of each other pretty much the whole ball game, and it was on both sides. I mean, there were some times when I thought, golly, I can't believe they didn't call that on us. And then on the other end, like I think the commentator last night had a good point. He was talking about how the refs in the SEC are letting them play this year and letting them really bang. And when they get into the NCAA tournament and you start bringing in all these other conference refs and stuff, that it's actually could end up hurting some of these SEC teams because they're going to be playing so aggressively they'll get into foul trouble. Yeah. So I have no idea, man. I know that they were beating the crap out of each other last night.
They were. I thought Theo should have got a couple calls he didn't get, but might be the homer in me. I don't know.
Well, I thought Broom had a couple that he didn't get that I thought he should have got. I mean,
it's just the same thing, man. Over and over, we can't make a shot, dude. We just cannot make shots.
No, we can't. We are not very good. I mean, I take that back. We're really good defensively. We're decent defensively.
We are good.
We actually get open. Like the plays that Cal's calling pops the dude wide open. It's just you can't hit the shot or whatever.
Yeah,
so it's not. They're not being coached bad. They're just underperforming on the offensive end.
Well, I mean, how many times is Z gonna go 0 for 10 or whatever it was, 0 for 9? 0 for
I don't
10.
know. Did you see the video that somebody posted on X before the game? He's out there shooting and he doesn't miss the entire time he's out there warming up. Like he's just draining them. Yeah, and then the game starts and he can't hit a daggum one. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. That's basketball, though.
It is.
And Auburn did their part. Auburn played one of the worst games that they've played this year, and they played it against us. And we did not take advantage of it, So, I mean.
We keep saying that part, too, though. We keep saying, well, the other team played bad. Like, every game we say that, but.
Well, a lot of that's got to do with our defense. I mean, our
defense is actually really good. We have our defense, I think.
And it's like something different every ball game. Like, what? Can we please just go ahead and play 8 guys and leave Trevin Brazil on the damn bench? Okay. He actually scored a point for them in that ball game.
Yes, he did.
He was terrible.
I don't know what happened to him.
He's absolutely terrible. He gets every time he comes in the ball game, he ends up getting lost on defense. If Trevin's in the game and somebody scores, especially at the basket, you can guarantee it was Trevin's guy almost every freaking time.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's
It's
big,
like you don't.
then,
It's like you don't care.
then Billy Richmond goes up, gets the ball with two hands. Trevin comes over, knocks it out of his hands, out of bounds. It's like, Trevin, did you put money on Auburn? What is going on?
I know, but we still only lost by 7. Like was ahead with. We took the lead with like 3 minutes left. I was like,
and then
what? I was like, what the heck is going on?
And then we went, I think 3 possessions in a row where Trevin scored a basket for them, and then we let them get by. Broom got by and got like a layup or something, and then the next time down, Richmond secures the basketball and Trevin knocks it out of bounds. It's like, and he keeps putting him in there. That's the part I don't get. Like, I know that Cal is smarter than I am. He can see this crap. Why does he keep putting him out there?
Man. Adu, same thing, man.
At least Adu will give you a little bit of hustle and a rebound or something. Trevin, like, he's a waste of space on the court.
I know, man. It's crazy.
I honestly believe that if Boogie Flan would have stayed healthy all year, Trevin probably would have never got to see the floor.
Probably not. There's a chance of that. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Now it's every game has to be a win or else. I mean, that's it. I mean,
every game's a must win. Got to be a must win.
Every game's a must win. Well, Cal said every game's the tournament game now.
Well, we got 2 home games with 2. We got to play Missouri, who just beat Alabama, by the way. We got to play Missouri. We got to play Missouri, and then we get Texas. Then we get South Carolina. South Carolina finally going to get them their win of the year against
Here's the other games from last night. Like you said, Missouri beat Alabama. That's crazy, man. They didn't
just beat them. They had command of the game almost all the way through.
Yeah, they did. Mark, what's his name for
Grill?
For Missouri was all over the place. The guy that transferred from Duke.
Oh, I don't know about him, but the Grill kid was outstanding in that ball game.
No, they were good, man. And then Kentucky got a win again. They beat Vandy by 21.
Yeah.
And then we took number 1 down to the wire there, and they couldn't finish again. So anyway, moving on from basketball. This weekend, man, it's some baseball.
Hey, what's our overall record right now
for basketball?
Yeah, well, for the SEC,
we're 15-11. I think we're 4-9.
4-9.
I believe so.
Okay, so we could actually get to 500 if we could win all 5 games. We could get to 500. 500 is still possible, ladies and gentlemen.
So you're saying there's a chance. Bro, this team, I don't trust this team as far as I could throw them.
No, no.
They can just easy go 0-5.
Yeah, easily go 0-5.
Easily lose every other game. Anyway, let's talk about the baseball team for a minute because, good vibes. 4-0.
Yeah.
And they're going down to Arlington this weekend to play in this little.
What are they calling it?
It's the college baseball series or something like that.
Okay.
I forget what it is.
It's going to be on Flow TV, isn't it?
Live on Flow College. I don't know what that is.
It's an app. I had to do the 7-day trial thing the last time they did this so I could watch the ball game.
Okay, so it's not going to be on ESPN or anything?
No, they did this same thing last year. These were like the 3 ball games you couldn't watch last year unless you went and got this app or whatever.
Well, I'm pretty sure we can listen to it on the radio. So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, TCU and Michigan and Kansas State are the other 3 teams in this kind of round robin.
It's not really, it's more like a jubilee or something like that. Like everybody's going to play everybody. It doesn't matter if you won or lost or anything like that, which I kind of like that. I like the fact that.
Yep. Here's Arkansas' schedule. Just so you know, Friday night at 7, Saturday at 6, and then Sunday at 11 a.m.
Yeah, I think TCU is the only other team in there that's ranked. I don't think Kansas State or Michigan are.
I think they're all pretty good, though, I think.
Well, I mean, they got invited to this thing.
Yeah. I saw. Did you see any of Dave's press conference he did?
No.
Yeah, he talked about him for a little bit. I can't remember exactly, but one of them, he talked about TCU. They're good, obviously. And then one team, I forget, I want to say Kansas State.
Yeah.
Apparently lost one that they should have won.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they had one in winning. They were winning, and then they lost it right at the end or something. And so he was talking about how they're gonna be fired up to play and wanting to play. We're gonna play hard, whatever. Anyway,
wanting a little vengeance.
But then we got the 3 games, so it was a big deal. They're talking about who's going to be the 3 starters, for the weekly rotation or whatever, because they have 4 that were basically trying out or whatever. So here's your 3 starters. This should be the rotation each week going forward, probably, if they all perform well or decent
don't get hurt.
But you still got, I can't say his name, Machides.
Yeah.
He's going to go to the bullpen. It may be a closer, but they got 2 other guys that are closers. So he's going to be middle relief probably. I don't know where they're going to play him at yet. But
they still got McIntyre too in middle relief for closing, don't they?
And Bobby, BB.
Bobby, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they got Wiggins.
Wiggins is still there.
Closer. Well, it's the other one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jackson Jackson was the other one.
He's not the one that does the funny stance, You remember that?
I don't know. There was the Wiggins that was there for a couple of years.
Yeah, Wiggins used to come out there and he always did the, look like a scarecrow out there. This R&B doing this.
No. This guy pitched he was a freshman last year, I want to say. And he throws like 100 mile an hour.
Sure.
Whatever. He's like his brother. He's really good.
What 19-year-old doesn't throw 100 mile an hour, right?
Well, not very many, apparently.
What's the highest you ever threw?
I don't know. Probably.
You never did that. You never did that game at the.
Yeah. When we were in high school, I did it one time. By then, my arm was trashed. I can't throw nothing now. I think I threw 60 something. I think.
Yeah, I think at the fair one time I threw like 72 one time, But that game was rigged because you throw it and he'd be like 65, 72, and then you'd have to guess the third one and be like, 58. That's what?
That game might have been rigged.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was rigged.
Anyway, here's your starters. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm gonna watch the game. I think I want to watch it anyway, but
I think that Flow app thing has got like a 7-day trial membership thing.
I got enough trials and tribulations out there. I don't need.
We can do the show while you and I cancel it together.
One of these days will be a business expense. Well, we got to watch the game. What do you want me to do? Yeah. Just see me try to justify that to my wife.
Maybe someday we'll have a producer who could take care of all that stuff.
Maybe one of these days, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. What else did I see on the interwebs today? Oh man, I don't know if you saw this or not. Wemby done for the year, bro.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah. Deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder. You have to ask Lacey what that is. Isn't that a deep bruise?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a deep bruise. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna miss half a season because of it.
Because of a bruise on his shoulder?
Apparently. Ask
Siri.
Lace in the house.
Hey, Siri.
Mm-hmm.
What is a deep vein thrombosis?
Deep vein thrombosis is a type of venous thrombosis involving the formation of a blood clot in a deep vein, most commonly in the legs or pelvis. Would you like to hear more?
No. So apparently it is a blood clot. That's a little bit more serious than a bruise.
This is a little bit. So he injured his shoulder up in there somewhere, and it's bleeding, and now there's a clot.
And that's apparently.
Yikes.
Usually happens in the legs or the pelvis.
And it's probably by the bone. Why I said pelvis.
I think I'd rather
to a
have.
joint.
I think I'd rather have one in my shoulder than in my pelvis.
I think I would rather have anything in my pelvis. I don't even want to say in my pelvis. That hurts just saying it.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, Wemby out for the rest of the year.
All right.
I saw somebody else was out for the year, but anyway, out. And then I don't know if you saw this. Ding dong, man! Bobby Portis got suspended
for 25 games. What the heck has he been doing?
Testing positive for tramadol.
Yeah, what is tramadol?
It's a sleeping thing. I've taken tramadol before, like the doctors prescribed it before. But so supposedly he took the wrong. It's not a enhancer. It's a sleep drug. Like,
yeah,
was he going to take sleep medicine to come out and play ball better? No, he might come out and take a nap on the floor. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's on their banned substances or whatever, and he thought he was taking something else, and he took that. And
does he have a chance to like appeal it or anything to the Players Association?
I don't think so.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, everybody's.
I mean, if you're going to get suspended for 25 games, at least, do a fun drug that you're going to get suspended for.
They're probably allowed to do the fun ones.
That's probably true.
Anyway, sad day, bro. Sad day.
It doesn't surprise me as you was taking sleep medication. Though. It's probably hard to sleep when your eyes you got the wild eyes going all the time.
Yeah. Let's see what else I see. I saw this. So apparently this is a trend. That they're not doing spring games.
Okay.
I saw Ohio State wasn't doing one. Somebody else said this. Sarkisian says they wanted to do more like OTAs, like more like the NFL. So they're not going to do a spring game. They're going to do like training camp kind of thing. Some people are upset.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there are some fans who are upset because, spring games are big time money on ESPN. Like they show everybody's, spring game or whatever.
Yeah.
But I can kind of understand where these coaches are coming from because college is becoming more like the NFL. So why wouldn't you follow some of the NFL's, things that they do? And also, it's hard for a kid to know how well he's doing or if he's going to get to play or not if, you don't do a spring practice. And that's when another transfer portal opens. So this could be an effort to keep kids at their college and not jumping into the transfer portal in the spring.
That was a theory I saw that it's the coaches trying to keep kids from figuring out where they're at on the depth chart in a way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought of was injuries. Playing that game.
I don't know because
that could be an injury. That's a way to get injured.
It is a way to get injured, but I mean, so is OTAs. I mean, they're going to do practice and full pads and stuff like that. So I mean, it's still a chance for injury or whatever.
Well,
I think
football,
it's more.
So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more trying to keep these kids from knowing where they are on the depth chart so they won't go running off.
Well, surely they know somewhat.
Well, you definitely know after the spring game when you get 2 reps and that's all you got. It's like, oh well, I guess I'm not that important around here.
I think you would know before then, but maybe not.
You think you would, but I mean, what you think and what coaches are writing on their little clipboard might be 2 totally different things. Is all I'm saying. You might think you're the best damn player on the field, and you ain't even close. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what Bill Belichick's doing.
I don't know.
Be interested to find out if they're doing one.
I saw he got a big time recruit.
Dude, I saw he not even he didn't really do any recruiting too much. Like
No,
he just coaches. That's it. And he's got people.
I think that's the way it should be, man.
Yeah, because they're all talking to agents and stuff anyway. It's no more talking to the player, really.
Well, it's just like I like the fact that a coach is specific in what he does. Like, I don't really want to hire a head coach who's also going to be my defensive coordinator. Like, I want him just focusing on being a head coach. You know what I mean? I don't want a head coach who's the offensive coordinator. I want him focusing. I want him focusing on all the areas, not just, head coach and offensive coordinator. I want him making sure the special teams is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and offense is doing what they're doing, and defense is, I want my head coach to have his hand in all the cookie jars, not just one specific one.
Yeah. Oh man.
What?
Breaking news.
No. What is it?
All-Pro guard Zach Martin has informed the Cowboys he plans to retire.
Okay.
Breaking news right here. You heard it on top of the bleachers. Anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. No more spring games.
That kind of puts a topper on my day. My day's kind of been crappy all day long, and then boom, Zach Martin retires.
Is that bad news, though? I mean, is that bad news?
Yeah, considering he's our best offensive lineman and our offensive line pretty much sucks. Yeah, that's kind of a bad thing. Well, our center is pretty good. I think of it. I can't think of his name right now.
Is it Frederick?
Frederick? That don't seem right. No.
I don't remember. Well, anyway.
I want to say it starts with a B.
When do OTAs and all that stuff start? Do we know? Do you know?
Oh, I saw a thing the other day that said we're only so many days away from the beginning of football. When was it?
Well, it's a long ways till games, but
yeah, but it was like I just found it funny because they were already counting down. It was like 194 days till however long it was.
Well, I'm just sitting here just now thinking, how much longer is it till some football?
We got to get through the rest of basketball season. We got to get through all of baseball season. Dude, we got a long ways.
I know. We got the draft. We got the NBA draft.
We don't even have the Olympics this summer. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Dude, we're going to dive into some WNBA, I think.
Or some WWE. One or the other.
We can do that. We might do that, too. We could do MMA. We could get into that, but there's a lot.
I don't mind doing WNBA, but they only play like a 40-game season. It doesn't last very long. The WNBA.
Yeah, but it would last long enough to carry us.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see.
Might have to go get me a Fever jersey.
Speaking of WNBA,
Woman
Asia
of the Year. Wow.
Asia, Woman of the Year. Congrats to her.
Yeah, I don't hold much stock in Time magazine. Okay. So good for her, but they've had some covers before that were pretty terrible. So I mean, I'm happy for her, but I don't think it's as prestigious as it once was.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
I think if you got Joe Rogan's Woman of the Year, that would be pretty prestigious nowadays. I think he has like the most viewers and all that.
Mm.
Like Joe is bringing in like 50 mil or something like that as far as viewership, right? And CNN is bringing in 800,000. Time Magazine, I think, went to a bi-weekly magazine because, magazines and newspapers are pretty much dead. I mean, nobody really when's the last time you bought a magazine?
I couldn't tell you. And I mean, can't, media's paid off anyway. They found that out for sure. Confirmed.
Yeah, a lot of them. Well, we've become the media. Like with social media and everything, social media, the people have become the media. And so these other guys are like insignificant. Nobody's watching NBC, ABC, CBS. Of course, you only got to watch one of them. Okay. If you watch NBC Nightly News, you saw what was on the news on ABC. You saw what was on the news on CBS. You saw what was on the news on CNN. It's not like they do anything different. They run the same stories. They talk about the same things. I've always found that I always thought that was kind of weird. And then I had my suspicions confirmed when Doge started digging into stuff. But like, there's 300 million people in this country, and y'all run the same 8 stories, all of you? Like, none of y'all could find a different story? Even the local news.
Okay.
Even the local news ends up doing some of the same stories that the national news does.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
We just pass it along as the truth to everybody else that we know.
Well, we did for a long time because we had no way. They were supposed to be the fact checkers. We had no way of doing the fact checking. And now that we have the capability to do the fact checking, we're like, y'all are full of crap. Y'all are like totally full of crap.
Well, anyway, I was happy for Asia to win something.
Yeah,
she had a crazy year, good year.
She was amazing, dude. She was absolutely amazing this year.
She was. And then the NBA back on. Well, they had a game last night.
Hold on 2 seconds. Blue, shut up. Shut up. Well, I'll you outside in the cold.
She ain't gonna be quiet. Anyway, I don't know who won the game last night. Let me look. Charlotte beat the Lakers last night. There you go.
All right.
And then tonight, the rest of the league starts playing again. But you get Orlando at Atlanta. I'm going to try and watch that one. So, and then San Antonio would have been a good one, but Wemby's hurt.
Well, I think there's big implications, Wemby being out and Bobby Portis on his 20, because, I mean, Milwaukee, they lost Anthony Davis, and now they've lost Bobby Portis for 25 games. They might be hurting by the time they get to the end of this. I'm not sure Kyrie can win every ball game for you all by himself.
That Boston Philly game might be good. Memphis Indiana might be good, maybe.
I don't know. I can't stand Philadelphia. So
yeah, no. I'm not a big fan of theirs either, but
I haven't liked Philadelphia. Like, my hatred for Philadelphia goes way back to the 90s.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for today, bro. As far as the slides go.
All right, brother.
It's freaking cold outside, man.
It is cold outside. So there's this lawyer from New York, okay? And he's driving through the South, and he rolls through this 4-way intersection. He does a California rolling stop in a 4-way intersection. And Arkansas State trooper pulls him over and, walks up, and he starts writing him a ticket. He says, he's a lawyer, he thinks he's smarter than this hillbilly cop. So he says, what you writing me a ticket for? And he said, well, you didn't stop at that stop sign. He said, well, I slowed down. He said, well, slowing down and stopping ain't the same thing. And he said, well, if you can show me the difference between slowing down and stopping, he said, then I'll accept your ticket. And the cop said, okay. He said, step out of the vehicle. So he steps out of the vehicle, and the guy pulls his nightstick and just starts beating the tar out of the guy. He says, what are you hitting me for? He said, do you want me to stop or you want me to slow down?
I'm surprised you like that joke.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, but you were running with the law that time.
I can tell. I can tell one against the cops if you want.
I'm just saying. Are you traumatized from your stop sign ordeal with the police?
No, our postmaster told that joke this morning, and I thought it was cute.
We got you.
And then,
I very, very rarely hear a joke unless I hear it from you. You hear jokes all the time. You'd be like, "Oh, I heard this joke today." I'll be telling you, and I'll be like, "Well, okay." I never hear a joke. I never hear someone walk up to me and say, "Oh, let me tell you a joke."
Well, first of all, you admitted earlier that you have to watch a movie like 6 times before you actually get to see it.
Yeah.
So people are probably telling you jokes all the time. You just can't remember them. That's all.
So you get jokes out of movies then? Is that what you're saying?
Something I hear in a movie, something on social media, somebody at work tells me a joke, and then people find out that you tell jokes, so they hear jokes and they come and tell you jokes.
That's true.
And then they get irritated when you stop them like halfway through and go,
yeah. I don't think I've ever got to tell you a joke that
I've heard
that. I'd be like, you son.
The ladies at work like to hit me with, dad jokes. They hit me with dad jokes all the time, which it's fine. It's okay.
My wife loves dad jokes.
Yeah, dad jokes are okay. I like puns. I'm a fan of puns. Like one of the kids at church, they wanted to make there's 3 of them that are brothers. And they went to their mom. They had heard that we had lost sweets, and they wanted to make us a card, telling us they felt sorry for us or whatever. It was a sweet little gesture,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw them a couple weeks later, and I thanked all 3 of them. And I was like, thank you for the card. I really appreciate that. And Eli, who is, I think he's the middle one. He might be the youngest, but I think he's the middle one. He was like, yeah, mom wouldn't let me write what I wanted to write. And I said, well, what did you want to write? And he said, well, I wanted to say, I heard about you losing your dog. That must be rough. I busted up laughing. I was like, I can't believe she didn't let you write that, man. That's a great pun.
That's a good one. That is good.
Yeah.
Mm.
I said, you wouldn't have hurt my feelings. You would have made me laugh, which is what I needed in a moment like that.
Yeah, true.
My mom said it was too harsh. I couldn't do that.
Well, some people don't have sense of humor like us.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not. I love puns, though. I think puns are funny. So if you can pull it off right, it's funny.
It was okay. I had one. Oh, here's something funny happened today. You may not think it's funny. I don't know. Everybody else did. My boss he goes, yeah, I sent, he goes, this guy, Marcus, he said, I sent Marcus an email. He says, uh-oh, I spelled his name Maru in the email. He goes, I probably shouldn't have done that. And I was like, Rob, oh yeah, you left the N off of there. Right there.
Maroon.
And everybody was like, And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I was like, just kidding. You know, but
This is
yeah.
I take it Marcus is a man of color.
No.
No, is he not?
No, I just think he's a maroon.
Oh,
Or I thought I was spelling moron, to be honest with you, at first. Turned out maroon.
maroon. Well, that's what Bugs Bunny said. What a maroon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What a maroon.
Yeah. I don't know where that comes from.
Some people thought it was funny. Some people, I guess my boss didn't think it was that funny. But I did. What else is going on? I got a new work computer coming. It's on the way, man. That's
excited
crazy.
about that, huh?
I am a little bit because it's a major upgrade from this old piece of junk I've had for like 5 years. So yeah, I'm a little excited about that.
I'll give you 10 days and you'll be like, where's my piece of junk at? At least that thing I can do where everything was at and rah, rah, rah.
Probably. Oh, what is today? Thursday?
Today's Thursday, man.
One more day, bro. One more day.
2 more days, bro. 2 more days.
Hump day.
I think I'm gonna take Wednesday off next week.
What for? Just cause?
Well, I got a new sub, and subs have a hard time getting work right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not the best person to be a sub for because I show up to work every day. Like I don't take time off. So I thought I would take a day on Wednesday and let her have an extra day of work. So I thought about taking the whole week off. I actually thought about it. But we're having mini mail count starts on Saturday, and I need to be there for that. So I'll probably have to go over there on Monday and make sure that she's doing it right. And then I'll probably have to show up on Wednesday for a little bit to make sure she's doing it right.
Well, so you have a regular sub for your route then.
I got a girl that just transferred over. Her name is Faye. Her name is Faye.
I thought there was a list.
So you get a primary when you're a sub. When you start at the post office and you're a sub, you get a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary. All right.
Tertiary. Okay.
Tertiary. And your primary is when that person's off, that's the route you cover. That is your primary route. Like if they got you scheduled on a different route and your guy takes off, you go over there and you work your route. You don't work the one they scheduled you for. They got to cover that one. So, and then a secondary route comes in when sometimes, like for a long time, I didn't have a sub. So Kat had me as her primary, or no, as her secondary. No, Aaliyah had me as her secondary. So when I was off on Mondays, she would work Saturday for her primary, and Mondays she would work her secondary route, which was mine. And then you get a tertiary. So, but I have a primary sub now. Her name is Faye.
I thought it was like, okay, I'm out sick. Okay, who's got the most seniority? Call that first person first. Whoop. All right, that person said no. All right, call the next person.
That's like, okay, all the routes are covered. Like the schedule's out, all the routes are covered. And then I call in sick. Well, then they go to the list and they start with the highest sub that's not working that day. And they call them to get them to come in. But I watched the thing the other day, the lady or the guy, I don't know if it's a guy or a lady, who was like the head postmaster over the whole United States or whatever, has just stepped down and she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Apparently they grilled her pretty hard on Capitol Hill, asked her why she was $2.4 billion in debt. And why, if you're $2.4 million in debt and you've already said that there's not as much mail volume as there used to be, did you hire 190,000 extra workers during your time up there?
Wow.
Like if you don't have as much volume and the workloads are going down, why did you add 190,000 workers to
Yeah,
the post office?
good question.
It is a good question. And I imagine eventually Doge is going to get around to the post office. And it's going to be interesting because even though we are a federal agency, we're considered federal employees, we're actually set apart from the federal government. We're not supposed to take any money from the federal government. We're supposed to be self-sufficient with our postage and all that stuff. And we haven't been. We've been running in debt. And a lot of that has to do with the unions. It's got to do with who's been in charge. It's got the fact that, my opinion, that there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Of course, that's politically incorrect to say today. You're not supposed to use the words Indian. So, but
I'm an Indian. It's okay.
That's what I feel like, though. I feel like I am too. Very, very, very small quarter of me is Indian.
Yeah, I'm quarter Indian too.
Yeah, quarter Indian. So I don't know what's going to happen to the post office. There's been rumor going around that Trump wants to privatize the post office. And I think it's a great idea. I feel like our paychecks would go up if we privatize the post office. And I feel like it would be more efficient if we privatize the post office. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Like, the first thing I would do if I privatize the post office, those LLVs, those postal vehicles we drive around, they'd look like freaking NASCARs. I'd have so many ads. You could buy ad space on our LLVs. We'll advertise for you all over town. I don't even care who you are. We'll advertise USPS or UPS if they want to freaking put it on there. If FedEx wants to put it, they got to pay the money. But you pay the money, you can get on there.
You got to charge them a little extra if them people come knocking.
I figure where you run into problems there, they'll have to put some sort of guidelines because, you don't want your postal vehicle running down the road with like the come to Foxy's strip joint, or whatever on the side of your LLV. So I'm sure there will be some stipulations, but
check out my OnlyFans page.
Yeah. Yeah, I check exactly. But I mean, look at what Tyson did with the ball court up there on the hill, or Walmart put some money in. So Walmart would love to have their ad on every LLV, everywhere the LLV. I mean, we're delivering their packages anyway. We might as well advertise for them, make some money off of it.
True.
But I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I might be out of a job in a couple of years. I have no idea.
Well, I hope not. But
whatever,
I got so much work right now. Man, I was doing my own schedule, scheduling jobs and stuff. I'm booked up till like middle of March.
I think if let's say, I don't know, 2 years from now, they decide that they're going to lay off 50% of the employees, and I'm one of them. Okay. I think I'm going to just, I'm going to find a way to work for myself. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and get me like some certificate in massage therapy or something like that, and just like turn my little shop out back into like this little, Zen garden area where you come in and,
yeah, you could have Justin Tucker come over.
Who?
Justin Tucker,
the football player?
Yeah, and Deshaun Watson. You got both of them over.
No, not those kinds of rubdowns, man. Not those kinds of rubdowns. I was talking about this with Lacey, and I was like, I'm not sure that I could do that job and not be, sexist. And she said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, I don't want to rub a dude." Like, she goes, "Well, you get to make the appointments." I said, "Yeah, but a guy calls in, says he got a, crick in his neck." And I'm like, "Sorry, I only do women." No, I can't. I mean, you can't do that. You end up
Well,
getting sued.
It's kind of sexist to say you'd only do women anyway. So
I guess. I feel, I don't know.
Because if if I was a woman and I heard that, I'd be like, I'm not going to that guy. He'd be creeping me.
Okay.
He only sees women. That would sound strange to me. I'd be like, was he a gynecologist on the side? What's going on here?
Well, why is it not sexist when I go to get a massage and I ask for a woman to massage me? I don't want a dude massaging me. And the people at the massage place don't have a problem with that.
I don't know. I don't know if it is sexist or not. Just saying. I don't know.
I don't know. If you go and get a massage, you want to, you want a dude rubbing.
I don't want to go get a massage.
Dude, I go to this little Asian woman that does my shoulders and my neck. And she does the full body massage. And she's actually got these bars and she climbs up and she grabs a hold of the bar and she walks on your back. You ever had anybody walk on your back before?
No, I don't want anybody walking on my back. That hurts.
No, it feels pretty good actually.
Mm-hmm. No, I went to a massage person for I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 times, something like that.
Yeah,
like once a week for a while.
Yeah.
And it was a young girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awkward. I felt awkward the whole time.
It's a very awkward situation. It is an awkward situation.
Yeah, I didn't much like it. Didn't much care for it. The massage itself was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she's pretty rough on me. She roughed me up. I mean, it wasn't like, but no, it wasn't. I didn't.
Did you tell her that was, that might be a little too rough?
Yeah, I mean, if she was hurting me or something, when I screamed like a little girl, she usually caught on pretty quick, Oh, is that hurt? I'm like, oh, yeah, it hurt a little bit,
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, when the guys are opening the door, you all right in here? What's going on in here? Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, the same lady here in Conway, she also does acupuncture. She does the little globes that they heat that you see the swimmers do, or they do the suction. I don't understand that. And I've actually been curious about the acupuncture thing, but I've never done it. I've never signed up for it and tried it out.
I guess I've never had that much pain where I was seeking out therapy, I guess. Like, why would you go to an acupuncture person just for what? Unless you were hurting. What are the reasons?
Well, supposedly they can help with carpal tunnel syndrome. They can help with rotator cuffs. I mean, acupuncture is supposed to, because it's some sort, they work with pressure points and it's got something to do with your nerves. They,
Yeah,
it's like they relieve the pain that's coming to that nerve or whatever. I don't know.
I think
like I said,
stress and stuff too. I think.
Yeah, like I said, supposedly they can help you quit smoking. Like if you, go to they can.
Come on,
dude. Supposedly they can do that, man.
Back when I was smoking a cigarette while I was having acupuncture. Were you kidding me?
Bill Engvall does a funny little bit over it because that's how he quit smoking. He went to an acupuncturist and said she put some in his shins and she put some in his legs and then she put the little cotton ball on it and lit it on fire and then walked out of the room. He's like, I'm just laying there smelling smoke, And then she put one in the top of his head, like right in the top of his scalp, put one in the top of his head. And then he said it took about 30 minutes or so. And then she come in and she took out all the needles and everything. And then he went home and he was taking off his ball cap and she had forgotten the one in his scalp. It was still there. And so he calls the lady and he's like, you left this needle in my head. And she's like, oh, don't be a baby. Just pull it out. And he's like, okay. He wanted to call her though, because he's afraid if he takes it out the wrong way, like he's Uncle Paralyzed or something like that.
You take it out wrong, he's doubly addicted.
Yeah, exactly. But he said he didn't know if it was being scared to go back and do the experience again, or if it took. But he quit smoking after that.
Well, good for him. Anything else, man, before we get out of here?
No, we talked about a bunch of stuff I didn't even expect to.
Well, sure. That's what we always do.
Yeah.
Up here at the top of the bleachers.
Yeah, because the ball, if you think about it, that is where the best conversations go on, at the top of the bleachers. Because, I mean, when the game sucks, you can talk about other stuff,
When the game's good, you're too far to see, so it's all good. You just cheer when everybody else does.
I got tickets one time to go to a Razorback game. Somebody got me tickets, and right before I was going to go to the game, we were in the upper deck, and I knew that we were in the upper deck. And right before we were like on our way to the ball game, and I broke my glasses. And so I had to sit in the upper deck with no glasses. Dude, it was, anything could have happened. You could have told me anything was happening, and I'd been like, all right, I had no idea. It was terrible.
That'd be rough.
I had good enough eyesight. I could read the scoreboard. I knew if we were winning or losing. That's pretty much everything I knew.
That'd be rough. All right, man. Well, enjoy your evening.
Okay, man. I'm gonna watch some basketball, and I'm probably going to eat some dinner. I think Lacey's bringing dinner home with her, so that'll work out well.
Nice, very nice. I think I got to get out and do some shoveling. So,
well, take it easy, all right? You feel yourself getting tired, take a break. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Short burst.
All right, brother. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.